Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. You know how we do things around here. We pick a fascinating piece of source material and just really get into the weeds, pull it apart, and see what makes it tick.
That's right, no stone unturned. And today we're diving into a classic film, The Bad Seed.
The Bad Seed, yeah. This film, it's got it all. Suspense, drama, and some really thought-provoking themes,
hmm
but we're not just talking about the whole film today.
No, we're going deep on one specific aspect.
Exactly. And it's all about Reginald Tasker.
Right, Reginald Tasker, he's not, the main character or anything.
Not a big flashy role.
But the things he says, they really set off a chain reaction. We're going to be looking at how his theories about inherited criminal tendencies play into the plot. You know, how they kind of mess with the protagonist's head, Christine, and make her question everything about her own daughter.
That's right. This one conversation, it plants a seed of doubt, and boy, does it grow from there.
It's really fascinating how this seemingly minor character ends up playing such a crucial role in the overall story.
Definitely. Okay, so let's back up for just a second and really highlight what happens in this key conversation.
Sure. So you've got Christine, right? Just an average mom, or so she thinks. She's having this totally ordinary conversation with Tasker, and he just casually drops this bombshell about how criminal tendencies can be inherited.
Yeah, it's like boom, out of nowhere.
Exactly, and it totally blindsides her. Suddenly, she starts looking at her own daughter, Rhoda, in a whole new light. Like, what if Rhoda inherited some kind of bad seed from her family history? It's just a casual comment from Tasker, but it sends Christine spiraling down this rabbit hole of fear and paranoia.
Talk about a conversation starter, right?
It really gets you thinking, too, about this whole nature versus nurture debate. Like, how much of who we are is predetermined by our genes and how much is shaped by our environment and experiences? That was a huge question in the 1950s when the film came out.
Oh, for sure. It's like post-World War II, people were trying to wrap their heads around the horrors they had just witnessed. The idea that maybe evil was this, inheritable trait. Well, that probably felt pretty terrifying to a lot of people.
Exactly. Tasker's theories, even if they're outdated by today's standards, they really tap into that collective anxiety of the time. And the film uses that to amp up the suspense, make the audience wonder if Rhoda is truly evil or if Christine is just projecting her own fears.
I see what you mean. So Tasker and his theories about inherited criminality,
hmm
they're like this catalyst, right? They really kick off the central conflict of the film.
You got it. He sets the stage for all the drama that follows, for Christine's descent into this world of suspicion and fear. And it's interesting, right? Because today we know that it's not so black and white. Genetics plays a role, sure, but environment and personal choices are huge factors too.
Yeah. So if the bad seed were made today, you think the filmmakers would approach things differently?
I think so. Imagine Christine in a modern setting, right? Maybe she's Googling genetic predispositions or even considering getting Rhoda tested. It add a whole new dimension to the story.
Wow, I'd love to see that. Okay, so to kind of wrap things up here, I think it's safe to say Reginald Tasker, though a minor character, he really packs a punch. He's this unexpected trigger for Christine's anxieties and really drives the whole story forward.
And it leaves us with this lingering question. If we look at Rhoda through a modern lens, would we still see her as purely evil? Or would we be more likely to look for explanations in her environment, her upbringing? It's really something to think about.
Absolutely food for thought. Thanks for joining us today, folks, as we dug into the bad seed and the impact of this seemingly small but oh so important character, Reginald Tasker. Until next time.
See you then.